Something else that you do not ever forget to bring on a first date is money for transport home.
Yeah. Have you been catfished before? Hi everyone, how you guys doing? I hope that you guys are doing amazing. This is a small segment for this show that we want to call Deep Cultured Conversations. And I want to start off, I want to introduce myself. My name is Tess Wess and my amazing friend here.
So I am the amazing friend, yeah. And my name is Wanjiru Kimani. I'm really happy to be here. Anyways, so today we're talking about very many things. So a lot has been said. So many opinions have been aired on social media about, the gender wars, the whole violence against women thing, and we feel that it is our responsibility as women to explain and make people understand what we go through and the kinds of preparations that we do when we are going out on a first date.
Yeah.
When you're going for your fresh haircut and you're thinking of what you're gonna wear and your cologne and your watch and showing up and showing out. We're not exactly packing for the same things.
That's true.
Yeah. So that is in essence the conversation we're having today. So Tess,
I think most guys don't understand the pressure we have to go through when, first of all, if I'm going out on a date with you, the first date, I'm excited. I'm happy. I don't know what I'm going to expect. That's the thing. And nakuja kwa hiyo date can prepare. Of course, I'll go get my nails done, get my hair done, because of course I want nataka kukaa vizuri, right? I don't want you looking at me. Yeah, I don't want you to look at me ushange saka kadem kanakaji.
Yeah. So you put absolutely no effort into this.
Right? So I make all efforts, right? But what you guys don't understand is also, it's not just the effort. Because, Nita, first of all, I'll call my girlfriends and let them know that I'm coming to see you. Number two, we will have stalked your Instagram, your Facebook, your whatever it is that you have, your Twitter.
Anything I can get online.
Anything that can get online. For a fact, because I don't know what kind of a person I'm going to meet. Thirdly, high chances are niko na teza. Mimi niko na teza. Let me. Mimi niko na teza.
Yeah.
High chances, because I also
I'm jealous.
I'll hook you up. Because I don't know, sijui kama nikienda out with you, what is gonna go on, and we've all had the stories.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm safe.
Yeah.
And I'm doing all these things not because I'm a crazy bitch or a crazy person, but I'm so scared that I won't be able to make it by the end of the night. Right? Because for most guys, if he's going out on a first date, atapiga luku, akwe fresh nini, looks nice, at least ajipange kimfuko, it's fine, nini. Which we also do, by the way, when you're going on a first date, because you don't, again...
Something else that you do not ever forget to bring on a first date is money for transport home.
Yeah.
If at all this person goes and changes up on me or tries some shit and I cannot wait for him, or I cannot, I can't now hitch a ride with him home.
Yeah.
I need to know that I'll go back home safely.
Facts. Found facts. Because it's... You guys don't understand the amount of, as much as yes, we are excited, there's also a lot of anxiety to it.
Yeah. As in, it's a freaking date.
Right? It's
Can I not worry about my very safety?
And at the end of the day, sometimes I even have to call my friend to Mambia, I'm going to this hotel, you better come through.
Friend, I drop location.
Won't drop me? I call my friends
location.
And I tell them, this is where I'm going. You need to come sit a couple of seats away from me. Because mwanaume akiamua mbaya anza akupige kofi ukiwa hapo. What are you going to do? The waiters are not going to do anything.
Nothing, no one. And if at all you do talk about it later, it will be kwani ukienda huko ulikuwa fikiria.
It becomes mimi ndio shida. And yes, probably I was just trying to get a mate, man.
As in the perspectives of this are so different, because when you think about it, men don't think about all of this.
They don't.
I'm like, on a serious note, all he's thinking about is, what if this woman goes and orders the most expensive thing on the menu? So keep in mind,
probably
most
he's
of the
thinking,
time,
I might also get lucky tonight.
actually, yeah. He's thinking, have I folded my clothes, Zuri? Have I hidden proof that I have a girlfriend? As in, you're thinking about everything, but that thought of this experience might ruin my life, might leave me traumatized. Meanwhile, this woman, and this is supposed to be a pleasant experience. Let's even go through what is the checklist of things that someone has to have for you to even accept to go on a first date with them.
First of all, I think for me, I have to at least see you on any social media platform. If you're not,
you have to be on social media. And not just on social media at 0 posts.
No, I have to see like at least.
I need to know that you are a live being who has a life.
I have to know that this is the person I'm actually going to meet, because sometimes unapata mtu ame display my photos, you're being catfished. Have you been catfished before? It was so bad. It was so bad. Because you see, I've been talking to this guy named Nini. I was like, okay, chill. He has good vibes. And most of the time, I don't meet people from Instagram. So I decided, you know what? Because I'm passing, aliniambia, because you're passing by this place, I also work there. Kamwambia sawa, nikashuka nikaingia Java. Bro, a whole different person came out. A whole different person.
Tell me you ran out.
Oh my god, I was in shock. Nikamwambia, hey, okay, you know I can't run out. I try to be nice. So nikamwambia, hey, okay, sawa.
But in all truth,
let me just leave and then I'll call you badai. I blocked this person everywhere.
Block up.
Everywhere. Because on his Instagram,
so
he had two photos, and those two photos are not of him. Na pia DP yake ya Instagram, picha yao say wawili wenye wako hizo posts. So what does that mean? You're a whole fake person. Yeah. You guys, oh my god.
Okay.
Reasons why I have a taser now.
But if we're being honest, in that very moment when you met him and you saw that it was an entirely different person, were you nice because you chose to be nice, or because you were actually very worried about what he could choose to do to you?
Yeah, because you see, at this point he can claim to do anything, and I don't think most men understand that when you start saying, oh, msichana amekuwa akinibia nini, everyone else is gonna look at me like I'm the bad person.
Obviously.
Yeah. So at that point, I got really scared. I was like, I laughed. First, it was hilarious. So I laughed, and then I was like, let me do this. Because I need to go to work. I made an excuse immediately. Let me go to work, and then I come back, and then we can have, we can talk. It's cool. I was like, it's cool. In my head, it's like, what the fuck is this? But of course, you have to pretend and be nice and be like, oh, it's cool.
Entirely because of your very safety.
Yeah. How many times have we gone out with guys and this guy is a purely trashy ass person, but you can't leave?
This is why, and
it's
I think
so
this
sad.
to all of my friends, literally anyone that gives me time, I tell them, you cannot afford to go out without money.
You can't.
So I've been asked out on a date, and I will only say that I am free around the dates when I know that I have cash.
When you've been paid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. When I have money is when I'm saying, okay, cool, then we can meet up, because I'm not taking chances with you, sir.
Yeah.
Because how many stories are out here of people
sir.
Wow,
sir.
This guy is went and ordered the most expensive thing on the menu, and you thought, oh, bougie like that.
Okay.
And you did the same thing.
Yeah.
Honey, he left. He ran away and left you with a bill. You're going to?
Wanza kupiga wase ukianza kufuliza. Ati nitumie katani ke niko na emergency. Bro.
Having and I feel this is just sad, because the amount of money you have should not make you feel proud.
And that's the thing about masculinity. I don't think we need to redefine what being a man means.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it's not actually just because uko na gari, just because you have, like a thing between your legs that now you feel like you need to be respected. If you can't respect me, then why should I respect you?
If it's not about what is between your ears, why exactly do you feel like you're better than us? As in, you have not brought any value to the table. Like you know, like men claim that all we bring to the table in a relationship is sex, but really, what have you brought into the relationship?
Let me tell you one thing. First of all, I don't believe the only thing you should bring into a relationship is sex. Let's start from that, because I think most girls, we've figured a point where most girls, that's what they bring in.
That is
like
true.
On Valentine's, you don't want to buy him anything, you're just giving him
But
sex.
you expect him.
But you're expecting roses, you expect una try. Bro, una try. Hey, relax. Spare to me a pesako. But I'm not saying that you should get to a point where actually you're just, okay, how do I put this without coming out offensive? I genuinely think that if I'm in a relationship, I should also do the most. Right?
You cannot expect what you have not put in.
Exactly.
So there's this time I was hunting with my friend and we had absolutely no idea where we were going. These days you have agents or whatever.
Yeah.
But we figured there's no pressure anyways, yet I have nowhere to live or something.
Yeah.
So to identify how we got in a rapport. So let's figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
So we're going through this tomb and we see 7 very ragged looking guys.
Yeah.
On the side of the road though, they're not in the middle. So we're going, so I tell her, tuharakishe tupite hapa. Like, it's already flight mode.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get out of this situation. And keep in mind that they have done nothing, but I'm thinking about the potential of them choosing to do something. So I tell her, ebu tuharakishe tupite hapa. But before we get there, I think they saw that we started speeding up.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Yeah.
But they literally just spread out across the entire road. All 7
Wait,
of
what?
them. So they've blocked the road. And I am not a person for running.
Oh, hey.
I do not run. In the face of like something that is threatening me.
Yeah.
Especially because like it's just human beings. Like I will shove them to the side and keep walking, which is what I did. I literally just stepped to the side, the small gap that I saw, and walked straight past them. I'd like for you right now to remember that there's 2 of us. It's 2 chicks. I'm tall, so
of course
probably
they probably got
more intimidating
yeah.
than the other friend who is petite and short. She's not just a small body, she's also short. And I thought that she was directly behind me, so I thought that we have maneuvered that successfully.
Yeah.
But nope. Apparently the minute I was past them, they blocked her. And now, looking back, because I'm like 3-4 steps in front and I figure that I'm alone, I look back and these guys have surrounded her now. She's in the middle of all of them. I can tell that she's scared and they are saying things like, "Sina nikusalimia tu, nipe hug." Ni hug.
What?
Sini kuni hug tu. And they are literally like woman block. What is going through her head at that moment? She's almost breaking down. I can see the fear in her eyes.
Yeah.
All of them are taller than her. You get like she's looking at them like this.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking, well, something has to be done. I can't leave her in there. So I went back and yelled at them. I think I just said, where like really loudly, and I got her by her shirt and
you pulled her out.
That is the only way we got out of there. And I do not know, like, what was that all about?
Because honestly, yes, sikuchokoza mtu.
They were not going to steal from her.
Yeah, because
if they wanted to steal from her, they would have in that moment.
Yeah.
So what is the agenda here?
Because you see, asa kama ni kuchokoza mse, you don't understand that at the end of the day, when I'm in the house by myself in my room, I'll be thinking about what was happening. And I'll be scared to death to even leave the house. And I remember there's a time I even said on my Instagram, you guys, men don't understand that it gets to a point where even leaving the house becomes like it's survival.
Yeah.
Because when you live in the house, it's either you'll get sexually assaulted or sexually harassed. Because why am I hugging you? Like in that scenario, why am I hugging you?
Do I owe you?
Do I owe you any hug? Are we friends?
Is there kuna kitu yako yenye ulikuwa umeweka mahali na mimi nilikuwa nakuletea? Am I missing something?
It's so
and having a
upsetting.
whole 7 human beings, adults, think the same thing.
Yeah.
Even makes you think, am I wrong for thinking, what exactly are you people processing?
Yeah.
What is your
What's
thought
going
process?
on in your head that you decide? And then you say, I'm sure this is during the day, right?
Mm.
This is during the day. Sasa ingekuwa usiku, what will have happened?
I would not even like to think of that. I really wouldn't. But it was genuinely, it was like we left that situation, and the only thing that I could tell her, because you cannot break down in front of these people, they cannot get to see you weak.
If they see you weak, then that's when someone joke.
So we are leaving that situation, and I'm holding her hand and I'm saying, I'm really sorry you had to go through that. I'm really sorry, keep it together. I know it's difficult, but I'm really, really sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah.
And do you know how ugly that is?
It's such an ugly scenario. It's, in fact, I don't even know what to say.
So now having a good 7 human beings thinking the same thing, because at that point it is not an accident.
Yeah.
It just reminds you of, okay, so I'm assuming that these guys have so much in common. Probably they went to high school together, and this is now the problem with the system, because people, immediately you get into puberty, you are secluded from the men if you're a woman, and you're secluded from the women as a guy. Meanwhile, while you are secluded, you're not being prepared on how to deal with this other gender. You get?
Yeah.
Because in no position after high school are you ever going to be in a setting where it's all women.
Yeah, that's true.
So exactly. So now when they let you into the world, you're lost of sorts.
Because that's when you should have been taught how to treat a woman right.
Yeah.
But I feel like also the conversations that are surrounded, especially around boys' schools, is guys take advantage of girls, and that's how, like the guys in high school have been taught, as in, even though you fanywa, and it's wrong. And that's why even when guys get to first year, second year, they're doing some very stupid shit, and you're just like, who taught you these things?
And the reason that they think all of those things are okay is because these are conversations that they had with other boys who do not know better. I think it's we need to, in that high school level is where boys talking amongst themselves, they reduce a woman to her sexual
nature. Like being a sexual being instead of actually being a human being. Like I'm not just about sex. Like I have so many aspects about myself. See sex peke yake. And that's something that most men need to understand. That even when you're coming to date me, the first time you see me, sure, some of us are very free and open and we'd want to have sex with you on the first night. But that's not everyone. Don't expect what you see out there or what you see in the movies or what other men telling you that's happening out there for you to happen to you. And then kuchochana.
Exact. True that.
Kuchochana. Mumechochana ati mimi nilikuwa na dem nikafanya hii nilingoja alewe alafu nikafanya hii. And what you don't realize, even probably you're lying or maybe it's the truth, but what you don't realize is that you're talking about rape. But you're making it sound so glorious that now everyone else wants to do it. And no one is there to correct you because you've never been in a situation where it was just you mixed with girls. Because it's just you and boys.
Like if you were exposed to women at that age, you would also get to see them as human beings. You would understand that these are people with opinions, people who just want to live. Goddamn, she's just trying to go about her day without, like all she needs is to go about her day by day. She's not over here looking for my attention. My attention to her will not change her bank account, will not change how she feels about herself. It is my opinion. Can I stay with it? You understand? Like if you are exposed to women at that point, they will check you soon enough to tell you,
and I feel
this is actually not how women are. This is not how we feel. This is not how we behave.
And I feel like that's the problem. We don't teach these kids from high school how to treat women right. Because I feel like
and neither are women taught how to behave towards men. Yeah, it is a two-way street, and that's why I feel like after thinking about it like this, it's I sad. I wouldn't want my children to go to an all girls, all boys.
Same thing. I think I'd want them to be in a place where it's a mixed culture so that they can understand how to act around a man, how to be polite, how to, just how to be a human being.
Literally, It's about being a human.
And I think that's what most men don't understand is we are human beings. We are all human beings. Even some ladies don't understand. We are all human beings. We need to treat each other like a human being. You know, like the things we learned in CRE and all those things, like how to be kind, how to be obsessed. You know, like just be compassionate. To be honest.
Honestly, I don't even need you to do all that. Just
yeah. You
be
don't have
humane.
to. You don't have to pull the seat for me. You don't have to open the door. Yeah.
Before we talk about being a gentleman, please be a man.
Be a man. And being a man doesn't mean that you, because you're paying all the bills now, you are entitled to something. Please, kwanza entitlement.
Can we not?
What?
Friend.
No. Entitlement. No, some of you guys are so entitled. Hadi, it's just sad. And it's just because you bought 2 bottles of Siju what, now I'm entitled to give you something.
So this is what my thought, right? There was this long post about how men are natural investors and all of that. And I say to that, okay, let's just use your analogy and see if it makes sense. So you have invested in something, and then this business that you have chosen to invest in gives you no returns.
Why are you still there?
You leave it.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. I don't know if there's anything else. Is there anything else that you can possibly do?
Nothing.
If it's a business, it's not giving returns. What you do is walk away from it.
And
you
also,
leave it. What to actually, it's very normal. See, tunasemanga imekunywa maji, imeisha.
You move on.
You move on with life because nothing is going to stop at you because investment yako imeharibika. So why is it that when it's a woman's body,
it becomes a whole thing?
Now haiwezi kunywa maji. You get. Also, even before tatufike hiyo that extent ya huko mbele sana, you said that it is an investment. So you as the investor, you're the one to lose right? You're the one who's offering, which means that you're the one to lose. So it is also your job to research and understand whether this investment is worth it. So you're not doing your side of the job.
Thank you.
You're not doing your job, but unataka kuniblame mimi baadaye.
You're here waiting. You want to play the blaming game. Well, it was your job to make sure that I was the right investment for yourself.
And then, which is why I'm so proud of these chicks who have been screenshotting, being asked out for lunch and coffee, and they say, "What do you want from me in return?" Because
what do you want in return?
Umetangaza huku nje ati
hakuna kitu ya free. Facebook mnasema ati hakuna kitu ya free. So what am I supposed to give you now that you're buying me rice and beans?
And then a plate of rice and beans.
It's facts, man. Mchele
We're just going to walk away from the fact that this woman also thought that she will go and eat rice and beans on a date and just move on from that. But still,
I can't.
No, seriously, I'm so proud of them because they are calling your bluff.
And they're calling you
I'm
bullshit.
holding you against your word.
Si
when umesema hakuna kitu ya free.
Okay,
then what do you want from me in return?
You
see, which means what? It was your job. It is entirely your job. If you're giving me something and you expect something in return and you have not made it clear from the very beginning, imagine that is called manipulation.
It is.
It's called manipulation. You're giving me this,
it's the same way.
Shika, because when you will want something from me, you want no to not be an answer that I can give. That is just manipulation.
Like that. You want not to be an answer.
Yeah, you don't want me to have the ability to say no. So you're using my consciousness against me. Because I'll feel guilty.
I've never thought of it like that. Damn.
Hey, manipulation.
Wanaume.
How will you use my consciousness against me? Anyway, so we move on. And I think men are to blame for all of this because they're the same people who will call a man a simp for acting right, for treating a woman right. They're the same people who will say, you're doing the most just for sex. And you're wasting time. See, there's people out here who are easy, and they're the same people who will shame a woman for sleeping with you on the first night, as in pick a side.
I really don't understand. Like, mnataka, pick a side. You can't be sitting on both ends of the wall. Pick a side. Plain and simple.
And I think, so women also need to own up. We need to do better.
I feel like it's mostly because when we are trying to grow to do better now, but mostly ladies have seen how their parents the love their parents had and how their fathers treated their mothers, and probably that's why now we're told hata kikuchapa unaka. I've been in a situation where I had a friend of mine, she's married, and the mom was telling her hata ukichapa unaka. Do you know, I was so mad, but I'm
triggered.
I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so triggered right now. I can't believe that you're telling your daughter to do this. So I took her aside and I was like, as much as your mom probably is right, probably that's what she did and it worked out for her, I don't think that's what you're supposed to do. Ukipigwa usinyamaze. Anakupiga kuni ni babako.
Sasa unasema hata babako, as if anakupiga mbona whatever he is beating you for, could it have been resolved with a conversation?
Yeah.
So this person chose violence.
Yeah, he woke up and chose violence. Straight up, man, straight up. And I think, and that's what I'm saying, in my opinion, I feel like we now are trying to do better, and men feel like we are being rebellious, but it's because we understand our value now.
Yeah, yes.
We understand what we
have
worth.
chosen, like literally we have said, I'd rather be alone and happy than in a relationship and freaking frustrated.
Imagine that's how it's supposed to be. I strongly uphold that, because ati niko hapa, you're cheating on me, unanipiga, you're doing all these things, you're doing the most to hurt me, and then ati nikapa, ati bado nampenda. Who? Where?
I think zile siku zenye the man could do literally whatever he wanted, and the wife had no option but to stay home. I think as you cannot hold me to a level or a standard that yourself cannot maintain.
Yeah.
Yourself, you expect loyalty from me, but you
not,
don't want to be loyal. Yeah. Congratulations, you're funny. You are hilarious. What business?
Oh, that was so funny. And I think all we are saying is, if you're going to uphold me to certain standards, please also have the same standards. Don't be you're not drinking water and preaching. Drinking water and preaching wine. No, you're not preaching wine and drinking water.
Nope, you're not preaching water and drinking wine. Yep, hacked like a boss. Whoa.
Clearly, you mean church. Clearly.
Okay, actually, in essence, we're just saying, don't be a hypocrite.
Yeah, don't be a hypocrite.
Don't expect something that you can't offer.
Yeah.
Because that is the same way we've been told to be able to go out on dates and pay for ourselves. Live a lifestyle that you can afford.
Yeah.
You're holding us to, because that is what women have done in the past. Actually, even now, we still live like you're dating multiple people because you want to live a certain lifestyle. So we have been called out on it, right? Numerous times, and we've been told, oh yeah, you live a life that you can afford,
which is okay,
which is realistic. It's realistic. And then now, when it comes now to the reverse, where we are calling you out, it starts to become men, women these days, even they don't know their place.
And I don't think men understand, or rather, not just men, because we're not attacking men. I think the people who don't understand, it's not us against men.
Yeah,
it's
us human beings.
Us as human beings against violence. Against violence, or against sexual abuse, or vices. That's all we're saying. Like, usifanye vitu zingine, like una panic. Relax. Rest. Please rest.
Imagine rest.
Just rest. Aye.
And I think so many young guys today are sad and depressed because love lives are just screwing us over. Really.
But I feel like it's also the expectations we have are so high, and we don't love ourselves enough to be able to walk out of a situation. There's something someone said to me. She said, I'm strong enough now to still love you and still walk away. And that's something that I found very powerful, because that's really hard. To still love someone and still make the decision to walk away because you're not treating me right. Nakupenda sawa na roho moja, but if you're not treating me right, acha tu. See, I must.
also, like, can you just go back and say what is treating me right?
Yeah.
And I had this, I think, from a channel. Yes, I saw this on East Meets West, and they were saying what is the definition of cheating.
Yeah.
And someone said it was,
I think I watched that episode.
Right? It was really nice. Someone said it's if you're doing something that you wouldn't want me doing to you. But that is, in essence, it, because even not just in a relationship but also in a friendship.
Yeah.
Don't be doing something that you don't want to be done to you.
If you can't be out here stabbing my back and then you expect me to still be your friend.
In essence, any relationship that you're building,
even
can
with
you
your
put your
parents.
best foot forward? And this is why we were having a conversation earlier about settling down in marriage, and I said if we're not going to do this entirely and completely, then let's not.
See, I must.
If you're choosing to have me in your life long term, and I'm not just saying me, Wanjiru Kimani, me, a human being. If you're choosing that I should be in your life, why would you not show me that? Like, treat me as such. So you're gonna, and this is why I said it's manipulation. You want to stay out, and you've seen these memes for, so what are we? And this guy says, Ati, you are mine and I'm single.
Yeah, I've seen it, and I'm just like, what? Ati? Who? Where? Excuse me.
My initial reaction was,
hey.
Oh, it must be nice.
It must be nice.
It must be really, really nice. Hey, congratulations, you're doing good. I've got to find.
I like your sarcasm.
Heri wewe.
But anyway, all we're saying is just treat us as human beings, and I feel like as we cut this short, sisi ni wanadamu. Plain and simple, sindio? I mean, I feel like we'll come back next week and do story time.
Yeah, because
as we have stories.
Okay. And for the last thing that I will say is, when she said we are human, I'll just paint a picture for you. When we talked about this earlier about first dates, when I am packing my bag and putting a taser in there and dropping live location to my friends and stalking you and sending photos of whatever is currently happening to my friends. I'm not preparing to go meet a human being. So we're not talking about men should know that women are human beings. It's women. Men are also human. But not just that we all should understand to start behaving like human beings. When I pack my bag and I put pepper spray in there, nope. In my head, I'm not thinking about a human.
Yeah.
Sifikiri mtu mwingine.
Like I'm coming to
I'm packing for war. Literally. Like, and at the same time,
war.
Yeah, man.
Like, bro, I'm coming to see you and you're a human being, so...
And at the same time now, for the inverse of that is when a man is taking advantage of a 2-year-old child, when men are standing around with the one small young lady who is helpless and defenseless against them. They are not being human. They're not doing that to a human being. Whatever is that? What is that?
Yeah.
If it was a guy that was passing there, would they have behaved the same? You get.
Even before we even cut the short, remember when we were having this conversation earlier, and you said you had a scenario where Shore came in to help you because the guys around wouldn't. How many times have you seen us in clubs and we'd see someone being hurt and Ashore being hurt, and immediately it's act of war, by the way. Here it's war. We'll come and we're like, babe, are you okay?
And I don't know.
Do we need to break our... I have never seen her
in my life before that. But
the number of times, because you see, the thing is, men don't speak up. A man will see in problems, na nyamaze tu.
And that is why hii story imeanza kurefuka.
Thank you for watching this far, and we hope that you enjoyed the videos. Next time we're coming back with story time, and as you have stories, you know, my
being
friend,
a woman is
we have my God, we have stories.
Such work,
so much work.
My back after carrying my femininity.
And we want you to support us, continue supporting us. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you next week. And please come back and watch these stories, because it's the only way you're gonna learn. I hope that you guys are doing well, and Bye, guys.
Bye. I hope you learned
Something.
you learned something from this. Guys, please talk to your friends, educate your friends. Constantly just challenge yourselves to do better and be better. Yeah, so with that, I am Wanjiru Kimani.
I am Tess Wess.
Bye bye.
Bye.